bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56, Leopard.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Sony Michel, his first carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
That's caught inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he's able to work it here. To the 8-yard line. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trent Murphy in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
A second down throw for Mayfield. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the gun, it's Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
All right, here we go.
A give to McCoy. And an alley to run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All right, here we go.
On 1st down, Allen. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's McCoy. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hey. 4 down.
They go play action. Mayfield. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
So after the INT, it's Allen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Allen now operating from the gun. And this one is incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. First and 10, Mayfield out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it down out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively. Well, that was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again to McCoy. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bills on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He can't get him down. And again the footwork. There goes Duke Johnson.
Wrap up.
Still moving. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
56, lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And able to connect with Berrios. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Braxton Berrios, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 10th carry now for McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Matt Milano in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Third and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This give is to McCoy. And some space here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Allen on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go now.
This is McCoy. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bills on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They come out here in the I. Now McCoy. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Now let's go.
On the ground, Ivory. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Lucky 56.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Allen throwing on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, Allen. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Bills on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Milano in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now Michelle. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And the Bills getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Steps away to his left. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
All right, here we go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. This is Michel on the counter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He's down to about the 40. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
On second down, Michel. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is...
There goes Duke Johnson. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the... stuffing your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. Put the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it dropped home, gave me the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded